Guys, so we have a big breaking news coming out. Please share this video. Today is April 14, 2025, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Zelensky issues WW3 warning to Donald Trump. Alright, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Once again, Zelensky is putting out an urgent message. Ukrainian leader Zelensky on Sunday warned of the risk of World War III as he urged Donald to visit Ukraine before making any decisions about peace negotiation aimed at ending the three-year war. Tensions continue to mount between Russia and Ukraine and the US as Donald pushes to fulfill his election campaign pledge to quickly resolve the conflict, which began with Vladimir's full-scale operation in February 2022. All right, so once again, big breaking news coming out from Zelensky putting out a message issuing World War III warning. So we did talk about this. Zelensky, he wants Donald to visit his country, Ukraine. And yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. So far, Donald haven't responded. There's a possibility he might go. Who knows? But again, Zelensky is sounding the alarm. WW3 could hit the fan. Guys, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and description box. Thank you so much for your support. All right. Once again, Ukrainian leader on Sunday warned of the risk of World War III. Zelensky has repeatedly warned that Vladimir won't stop. He won't stop at Ukraine. He said on Sunday his Russian counterpart ambition extend beyond Ukraine and warned that a strike on NATO member states could trigger a global war. I just don't see that happening, guys. I don't see the bear Russia. I don't see the bear striking Europe. I mean, NATO members. And again, you guys already know NATO has the Article 5. If Russia strikes, let's say Poland or Romania or one of the NATO members, the entire alliance would come together and they would fire back, declaring Article 5, which means the entire alliance will fire missiles towards Russia. So I don't see Vladimir striking NATO. I just don't see that happening. But according to Zelensky, it will happen. So it says here the global collective security is at stake. Zelensky told the news in remarks published on Sunday. And you guys already know Donald, he blasts the news. He blasts the news. He wanna again sue. It seems like Donald is suing the news, but someone is suing Donald too, due to the tariff. But it seems like Donald, he wants to go after the fake news and just end all this fake stuff that's going on. If we do not stand firm, Vladimir will advance further, Zelensky said. It is not just idle speculation. The warning is real. Vladimir's ultimate goal is to revive the Bear Empire and reclaim territory currently under NATO protection. Considering all of this, I believe it could escalate into World War III. So basically, Zelensky is saying that Vladimir wants to bring back the Soviet Union. And you guys already know there were multiple that was members of the Soviet Union, but they collapsed back in the early 90s. It says here, Ukrainian leader added, there won't be a safe place there won't be a safe place for anyone. Zelensky also urged Donald to visit Ukraine so he could understand what's going on here. Well, once again, guys, I mean, that's pretty risky for a commander in chief to go down there and visit a land that is seeing all these biblical wars. And even Joe, I don't even think Joe visited Ukraine. He didn't. Actually, they told Joe not to go because it was too hot. You have all these bombers and drones and all that type of stuff going on. We respect your position, he said, adding, but please, please, before any kind of decision, before any kind of plans for negotiation, come to see the people, civilians, the warriors, the hospitals, churches, the young ones destroyed or gone. Once again, so Zelensky, is saying, well, just come. So Zelensky is hoping if Donald goes there and visit this land that is being literally obliterated, perhaps Donald could have a change of heart and try to team up with Zelensky and take the bear out. This again, it's a possibility. He just wants Donald to see for his own self how things are looking right now in Ukraine. Come look, and then let's move with a plan on how to finish the biblical war. You will understand with whom you have a deal. You will understand what Vladimir did, Zelensky added. Donald pledged to broker peace talks aimed at ending the Ukraine war, has faced significant hurdles with both Ukraine and the bear struggling to reach mutually acceptable terms. It says here, come look, and then let's move with a plan on how to finish the war. How are you going to finish the war? If Donald teams up with you, if he goes there and he sees that the entire region is really bad and young ones are being taken out and this and that, and the churches are getting impacted, if he joins you, how are you guys going to finish the biblical war? What, you going to drop a nuke on the bear? Again, that's not going to fix it. So it says here, Donald said on Truth Social on Friday, the bear has to get moving. Too many are passing. Thousands a week. In a terrible and senseless war. A war that should have never happened and wouldn't have happened if I were president. Again, that's Donald's message. So you have the Kremlin spokesperson, Dmitry. He told Pavel on Sunday on ongoing talks between Moscow and Washington on potentially ending the biblical war. Everything is going very well. But, of course, it is impossible to expect any instant result. So what happens next? Well, on Sunday, you have the Kremlin spokesperson, Peskov, that a meeting between Vladimir and Donald is being planned. Hold on. So there's a possibility Zelensky, he doesn't want Donald to go visit or speak to Vladimir because it might pull him away from the war that's going on. So Zelensky wants to keep Donald in his side. Stay with me, man. I got a better team. We could beat Vladimir. Vladimir's like, man, I got a better team. But again, this is where we are right now. This is where we are right now. So Zelensky issued World War III warning to Donald. A very powerful message. A very powerful message was sent. Donald on Ukraine war. Joe could have stopped it. He could have stopped it. Zelensky could have stopped it. Vladimir shouldn't have started it. Everyone is to blame. There you go. Is he right? Is he right? Once again, he's calling out three very important people, and I did post a video. Donna's calling out three. Joe could have stopped it. Zelensky could have stopped it. Vladimir should have started it. Everyone is to blame. So how do you fix it? How do you fix it? How do you fix this problem? How do you end it? Because it seems like it's not working out. It's absolutely not working out. Now I want to bring this one really quick here. In the bear politics, all eyes are focused on one man, Vladimir. But as cease-plan talks continue, the world's attention has also been drawn to those sent forward to do the Kremlin bidding. Let's see what's going on here. This is coming out from the Kiev Independent. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let me just fix this really quick. Give me a second. So, the bear politics, all eyes are focused on one man, Vladimir. But as cease-plan talks continue, the world's attention has also been drawn to those sent forward to the Kremlin bidding. Whether at the negotiating table in Saudi Arabia or in the back rooms of D.C., Foreign Minister Sergei and former of the Bear ambassador to the U.S. Yuri, leading the talks in Saudi Arabia, are both savvy political operators who possess the Kremlin trust and confidence. Meanwhile, the Bear Direct Investment Fund CEO Kirill had little public spotlight prior to being catapulted to holding talks with Donald, envoys in Washington. All of these men have access to Kremlin's most exclusive power networks. Now, these are groups based on personal relationship and proximity to Vladimir, bound with a tightly woven worldview. But that does not mean Vladimir court is peaceful or effective. The Bear News outlet reported in early April that when Lavrov and Yushankov arrived in Saudi Arabia for the talks on February 18, they were surprised to see that they were not only negotiating team. Now, Dmitriev and his team were also present and seen talking with other officials, although Dmitriev was ultimately not given a seat at the table. While the Bear elites are keen to mimic Vladimir ideology, they are ultimately forced to play a political guessing game and are prone to scramble among themselves. This Kremlin, give me a second here. I'm gonna have to fix this really quick, guys. There we go. Now it says here, this Kremlin can exploit this, and should peace talk fail due to a lack of Russian commitment, there will be plenty of available scapegoats. If different sides dislike each other, they're constantly trying to outdo one another, believing that they read the signals of Vladimir. That gives Vladimir plausible deniability if something goes wrong, says Stefan, assistant professor at the University of Bath. It's divide and conquer. Alright, guys. I'm just going to skip this one here. Give me a second. Yeah, because it's extremely long article, but it's a very good one. I'm gonna share this on my Twitter page. All the president men inside the close world of Vladimir key advisors. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that, but I just want to give you a little glimpse of it. I just shared it not too long ago. This is coming out from the Kiev Independent. I want to see if there's any more information here. 1 hour ago, Sergey said the bear isn't chasing anyone when it comes to sanctions. We're not begging for them to be lifted. One thing I tell you, they're not saying to lift those sanctions. They're not. Sorry guys, I'm trying to see if there's any more information, but it seems like this is all of it. Yeah, it seems like this is all of it here. So Zelensky is very concerned. He wants Donald to come to his country and try to talk things out, possibly perhaps help him change his mind. But yeah, this is what's going on right now, guys. So I would keep you updated when it comes to this nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. But one thing I tell you guys is that you're not gonna fool Donald, and Zelensky is trying to play. Again, I believe that he's taking orders from those NATO. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Trying to change Donald's mind. Donald want them to work things out. Donald does not want to send equipment or continue all this biblical war. He wants to end it. But Donald said about a month ago, if things doesn't work out and this war starts to escalate and leads to WWE3, Donald said that we're gonna be dragged into this WWE3 and there's no escaping it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share the video. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.